my life I played more than 5,000 games. So I mean, in the database you will find about 5,000 games. So I tell the story. Well, my book. Well, I don't consider myself a writer, but there are books. So 50 games with white, 50 games with black, and my autobiography. Recently published in several languages. So I just recall one story. I write interesting annotations, you know, and I annotated the game played in 1997 against Swidler, and Swidler said that he prepared for the game, that he has seen my game played 13 years before, and he found some improvement in the game. But, well, what I had forgotten about this game played 13 years ago. And I just saw the position, and I chose another way to play. It was much stronger. So they say, well, Swidler was unlucky that I had forgotten my game. Now I say in my annotation that it was very easy for Dr. Emanuel Latker to remember all his games, because throughout all his chess career, which lasted longer than 40 years, he played about 700 games, and in these 13 years, this interval between two games, I played more than 1,000. So that's why I could not remember the game. That's why, by the way, that's why sometimes I found interesting novelties in the opening, because I treat the position like I see it for the very first time. That's what happened. Okay, I say, I'm told already that in the year 1976, 1974, I played the first match with Karpov in Moscow, and it was, well, not fair match, well, because everybody had to work for Karpov, and some people who wanted to be neutral, who would come just to shake hands with me, they had been reprimanded for trying to be friendly, well, just gentleman-like with me. So finally Karpov won the match, and I had been punished for all my crimes. Actually I was not quite obedient in the Soviet Union, and they decided to punish me. And somewhere at the during the closing ceremony of that match, May 1974, I made up my mind to defend. And well, it was easy to make up my mind, but at that time I was ostracized of any tournament. I could not play either in the Soviet Union or abroad. Just Keres, Grandmaster Keres of Estonia, he invited me to play in the international tournament in the Soviet Republic of Estonia, and the sport committee didn't allow me to play, and they also said to Keres that he shouldn't violate the situation, that I couldn't play in any international tournament in the Soviet Union or abroad. So finally, when I was allowed to travel a year and a little bit later, I first played in Hastings, 75, 76, and then the second tournament was in Amsterdam, IBM, and I say during this tournament I already decided to stay. At that time also there was in Amsterdam there was a famous dissident of the Soviet Union who was thrown away from the Soviet Union. His name was Amalrik, and people in Holland well, did not like him so much, so they called him Almarik. Okay, but anyway, we could get friendly with him, and when I decided to stay, I wrote for the police. I wrote a statement with his help for applying for political asylum. I must say that Dr. Oewe, well, he was the president of the FIDE at that time, and he did a great deal for me because the Soviets tried to just to throw me away from the world championship cycle, and but Dr. Oewe firmly stood on my side, and that didn't happen. But his secretary was Miss Bakker, who was sympathizer of communists, and when she saw this statement written by me for the police, she said, "I don't know why it can be wrong understood by the police." And I was silly enough. I made it softer, and then I didn't get the political asylum. As I say, I got only the Verblijfsvergunning in Holland, and that was great difference because the person who gets political asylum, the state takes care of him, and one who has permission to stay, okay, he stays and then goes to another country, will stay there. So that was my mistake, and because of that later I moved to Switzerland, where finally I got the political asylum. It was not so simple. I got the political asylum when after the match with Kharkov in the Philippines of the Soviet citizenship by Brezhnev and so on. So there I, because of that, I got the political asylum. I must say, it was time was changing, and I left the Soviet Union once and forever, but I was not aware that the Soviet Union would collapse. It collapsed in the year 1991. And people well, many people in the Soviet Union believe that I paid good contribution to help the Soviet Union fall into pieces. Yeah. So just because, okay, well, I'm talking too much about the political things. Okay, but still, in the year 1991, the first and the last president of the Soviet Union, Gorbachev, he edited a verdict where he would give back the citizenship to 24 intellectuals. And the first on that list was famous writer Solzhenitsyn, and somewhere on the place 20 was also my name. So, but at that time I still haven't had Swiss citizenship. So I got it only a year later. So I had to diplomatically and delicately to deny this, to decline this offer. Yeah. So it was the year 1991. Let me tell you something else. Well, I'm going to show you one game. And well, one, let's say I was 4 times the Soviet champion. It was not easy task. I was the first time in the year 1960, and the fourth time in 1970. Well, I had a big luck playing in that tournament and was leading in the tournament. But 3 rounds before the end, I played against Bakirov, and he just took my piece, my rook, and I had to take his rook at with the next move. Then 2 pieces were together, and I took the wrong piece, yeah, which was shooting into the air. Yeah, so just I didn't make the move and immediately resigned. And now 2 friends, Petrosyan and Geller, were ahead of me, half a point ahead of me. And only 3 rounds to go. The next round I played against Krogius. It was an awful game. I think with a lot of complications. I think in some moment I was lost, but I managed to win. Then the next game I played against Geller. And this game I'm going to show you. And Geller was ahead, half a point, but well, I played black, and I normally, I had the better score against him, but all my games which I won with white. So it was necessary to win with black, and I managed it. And then I come to the last round. I just tell you the story. That before the last round, I was half a point ahead of Geller and Petrosyan. And I played with white against that time master, Swetin. Later he became a grandmaster. I played white, but I played the bad, well, normally, my open Spanish is one of my favorite openings. But I played, I played not black, but I played white, this position, and I failed to equalize, because it was my favorite opening with black, okay? But being leader of the tournament, well, I offered him, I knew that my position is worse, I offered him a draw. And first he declined. Then, before my eyes, well, he went to discuss the matter with Geller and Petrosyan. So Petrosyan said, they agreed to a draw. Geller said, kill him, you will kill him. So we played further on, and then there was severe time pressure, and that time trouble, I turned the tables and already had advantage, and finally I won the game and I won the tournament. And Geller and Petrosyan also won their games, but had been half a point behind. I just tell you the story. Well, just that there is, well, the story goes on. 14 years later, well, I was preparing to the match with Karpov. As I've told you, everybody had to help Karpov. Only two people offered their help to me. It was Bronstein and Keres. About Keres, it was, well, I always had a bad score against Keres. So it was very difficult for me to play against him. He offered his help. It was very nice, but I was afraid that if I start to work with him, I will be get submitted to him. That when I will play Karpov, I will play like Keres, not like myself, and I had to reject it. So I was working with Bronstein for 2 weeks. Then in one day, Brostein says to me, "Do you remember that day, that cold evening in Leningrad when there was the end of the Soviet championship? That last round, you know, I deliberately lost game together." He said to me, "We are working," and he said, I say, "Why? What happened?" Well, you see, I could not look peacefully how Petrosyan, how Krogius was playing against Petrosyan, how Krogius gives a point to Petrosyan. I could not look at it calmly. I could not allow Petrosyan to be alone the champion of the Soviet Union. I say, so what? So I just gave up peace for nothing and soon resigned. But at the same time, you betrayed me, I said. No, at that moment your position was lost. You see, how, well, to be the champion of the Soviet Union, well, it was a kind of a feat, you know, just against all plots, all conspiracy to become a champion. It was fantastic. That's why I remember. I remember also very good the game which I played against Gillen. Yeah. So I will show you. I'm not sure. I'm not going just to persuade you to play the Olympic defense. What I played. Just to show the game. Why I played the Olympic defense. Again, yeah, I repeat. People who do statistics, they say that I play 70 opening systems. So I play against the move E4. I play at least 7 systems. I play E5, E6, E5, C6, D6, D75 I played as well. So I. At that situation, I just chose the opening which Geller hasn't played often, and so, well, for him the position was new. So it was like that. At the moment, the most solid and considered to be the strongest, the move D4, D6, Knight F3. What had been played a number of times, even in the match Spassky-Fischer, 1972, also had been played. And Fischer, by the way, managed to win that game with black. Okay, so, but this is the year 1960, what I show you now. 1960. C4, Knight B6, D4, D6, F4. Again, for Geller, draw is enough. But on the other hand, well, he always is playing for win, or was playing for win. So he also is playing like he should. Without looking back, something like that. The theoretical line is taken Knight C6, then Bishop F5, E6, and so on. But the point is that at that time I was not sure. Well, after Knight take Knight C6, and there's Bishop E3, then Knight C3, Knight F3, and there's a move D4, D5, where it's true. Now theory goes ahead, and it is considered playable for black, or even black is okay after that. But to me, at that time, it was not clear to me, so I tried to avoid the move Knight C6, just play like that. Bishop F5, Knight C3, E6, Knight F3, takes, bishop e7, bishop e2, castle, castle, f6. I think, just a moment. Yeah, in this position normally white takes on f6, bishop takes f6, bishop e3, knight c6, and so on. White stands a little bit better. They play takes, bishop e3, knight c6, queen d2, then rook d1, then queen goes to c1 to e1. White solves problems of a little bit hanging pawns in the center and stands better. For Geller, well, it is for position a little bit new, and he knows that knight normally comes to c6. Because of that, he tries something else. He's playing this way, and this is not good move. Bishop belongs to e3. So I played knight to 6. He took here, and now presumably he wanted to play knight b5 here. Then after rook c8, it was not clear to him what to do next. So he changed his mind and played something else. He played this move. Not good move. Some white has problems to defend all his pawns. Yeah. Knight e5. How to protect the pawn. He thought on knight d2, this pawn is hanging. So he played that. And well, here black stands better, but I've chosen wrong way, wrong move. That is typical for my play. Well, when I was young, I tried to win a pawn, and I overlook a very important move of white. I took here and took here. And now he takes, and take this pawn. This move I overlooked. And when I take on g7, then queen d4, and takes on c4, well, the first what white and black has to do in a chess game, you have to protect the king. And to lose a pawn which covers the king, it is wrong. And from now on, I believe that white stands better. Well, this is difficult to say how much better. We continue. Knight e3. Knight queen d4 was possible, also with some advantage. He played queen e2. Now I took. Now he took. Well, what shall I do? I have to do it the way I did. He took my important pawn on g7, and I take his important pawn on h2. By the way, if he takes now on e6, it will be nearly the same. I play knight g4, threatening queen d4 check. It will be nearly the same position. So he played that. I played back. He took here. And I played Queen h4. Yeah. And he is playing e7. And check. There's no mate. He's playing bishop g1. And now, well, the position is very unclear, of course. Pawn e7 is very, very strong, but his king is, well, a little bit exposed. So I give him check. And after king, as I analyzed, after king e1, he threatens to go away with the king, and then to put the rook to the d1, e1, and he has the one game. And I analyzed, well, the correct after king e1 check, and after this move, again check, and this somehow it is, well, it's like a draw, because on with the king on d1 he is not able to introduce rook into play, so he must go back, and this would be a draw. But again, well, it's easy, you know. I'm playing for win, and he who won many tournaments, who won many important games in his life, well, he has to play for a draw, and he is not accustomed to it. So instead of king e1, what was that thing? He plays back, and that is the first important point. I think from this moment, black stands better. How much better? It is still difficult to say. So, rook e8. Somehow, well, after knight d5, let's say after knight d5, there's check here and c6, and knight has to go back because there is no move. Just well, there is no move, knight e3, no knight f6. So he and after bishop g1, queen d6 is winning. So he simply must go back, just losing to tempting. Okay, he played just a moment. This is the position. He played queen f3. Just again. Queen
f4. Queen f4 and king on g1.
King g1, rook e8, and queen is here. Just queen
f4. Queen f4 and the king on g1.
Queen f4, no.
Then he played king
on g1.
Never,
The white king.
He played king g1. She played king e1. That's it. Almost 5 minutes.
The king is here, so he played this move. Queen a2 check, king f1, queen h5. Threatening with a check. Check, king g7. Queen d4 check. They say that this move is bad, but better was rook e1. King g6. Knight e2. Now check. They say well, that this move was stronger. And I say that I take here and play b6, and after bishop a3 I play knight e3 with a number of threats. So there's this threat and this threat and c5 threat. Well, finally getting just a knight f4, king f7, rook e1, knight c2. Yeah. So it was, well, relatively better. Yeah, so he played knight g1. And now b6. Queen d8. I say after this move, queen h4, certainly will check, and after this move, knight h2 wins the piece. Do you understand it? Because he must go with the king, then knight takes f3, and knight takes f3 is protecting the queen. So b6. Bishop. Bishop a3. Yeah, well, this was a little bit better. Bishop e4. Queen d2. c5, b4, c4, b5, check. Resign because loses the queen. That was, well, that was the game not without mistakes, but that you see, there was a fight, yeah, so something what is very important. Yeah. I like also to show one more, well, short and easier game. It was year 1948 when I was 17 years old boy. By the way, already the youth champion of the Soviet Union, and I played against young boy, 11 years old, whose name was Boris Spassky. And well, that's 1948, and well, and he and I we had the same teacher or tutor. His name was Zak, Vladimir Zak. And Zak normally played dragon variation of the Sicilian, and he used to teach his pupils, me and Spassky, also to the dragon variation. So that is that, you know, that is that. I'm playing white. F4. The point of F4, I will show you the point. The point is that after this move, there's check. And after this move, E5. And, well, it is almost, the position is almost almost lost because here he can play knight d5. He can take on b5 because takes on f6, winning a piece. He can play knight g4, knight h5 also, g4. So he has to go back, and then after e6 he is totally lost. So that is more or less known, And after f4, the strongest move, the theoretical move is knight c6, bishop is here. The strongest move is knight c6, and after bishop b5, the strongest move is bishop d7, and after taking on c6, the strongest move is bishop takes c6 with equal play. Well, but that is what I say. Well, but some people like to play it with white, with black. Okay, so and he tries something else. He knows, of course, that bishop g7 is not possible. He played that. Well, I check, I give check. So, after bishop d7, again, e4, e5 is very strong. So he played that. Now, I believe the strongest move is bishop g3. Really, the strongest move, and this bishop is in danger. And perhaps this move is, well, very good. After a6 takes, and then e5 and so on. That was correct. But I tried to do something else. So don't forget, I'm 17 years old, and I'm also not certainly not a grandmaster. So I took here. The trick is again, I'll take the bishop, so I have free time. Take with the queen. I played that. Again, bishop is in danger. Eventually, this is threatening h3 and f5. So he played e5. Knight f3. Well, the position is playable, just to take on f4, and well, it's playable. Instead, well, he's a young boy, and he wants to make a draw with 70 years old. So he takes here, and plays queen g4. And after this move, he resigns, because well, if he takes on f3, the knight f6 check, king e7, knight d5 check, and takes on f3. So he resigns, and he can play queen e6 because of family check, and he cannot even make a long castle because of queen c3 check, and he resigns. The point is that in this position he could continue playing, and I told him, and he burst into tears. Yeah, so that happened. Now please find the move where he can play.
King e8.
So many, well, nobody is able. Okay, I will show you. I will show you. Well, because if you take the computer immediately will show you. The move is
Queen h4. h4.
sorry.
Queen h4.
Queen takes.
Queen h4.
Then knight take.
Queen h4 check.
No, excuse me. The move is only one. This. This is the move. Because for that, one has to think a little bit from the way here. This is the move. Well, if I take the knight, then queen h4 check and takes back And here I can win some pawns, for example, I don't know, takes h3, and then knight h6, and takes, then check, and check, and takes only 5. That is possible, but that is long story. Well, for that one has to, just to necessarily to continue the game and to find. Yes, still one pawn is not enough. Otherwise, the pieces here to be lost. So that is the game. My first game played against Boris Spassky. By the way, Boris Spassky doesn't play chess actively. But he gave the interviews recently. So, 2 weeks ago, he gave an interview. And he said that Korchnoi has defect of a talent. I thought maybe he used the wrong word, deficit. No, they say defect of a talent. So something oblique, something in German word is schief, yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I have to meet Spassky and to ask him what means defect of the talent. Yeah. That happened. Yeah. Okay. These two games I was going to show you. Well, I'm telling also the other story. The story. People ask me how it happened that I lost the game in the famous match in the Philippines. The score was 5-5 with number about 21 draws, and I lost the game 32 and with it the match. And some people also asked, well, how it happened? Why the dear God did not allow me to win that match? And my fan from Geneva sent me cable. Sorry, the God is a communist, something like that. But it happened 12 years. That the riddle of the match had been solved finally. In the year 1990, there was Chess Olympiad in Novi Sad, Yugoslavia, and there, I was in a restaurant together with my fans, and suddenly Mikhail Tal came. Mikhail Tal was my big friend, and we have been together, a long time. And then, before the match 1974, he started to work with Karpov. And during the match in the Philippines, he was together with Karpov. And he was not the official second. He was just a correspondent of the 64. But it was quite obvious that he works every day with Karpov as his trainer. And then, when I saw Tal in the restaurant, I started to throw accusations into his face. Tal was a long time ill, and he actually was preparing to meet with the highest being. So he looked to improve conditions with me, and instead of answering to accusations, he suddenly said a sentence. We all. The beginning is very strange. We all were worried that if you would win the match, you had to be exterminated physically. Everything was ready for that. But that was, well, he is the only witness. He died only 2 years later. So, but I also had some feeling that it was possible because there was a guard of Ferdinand Marcos around us, and their attitude toward us at the end of the match was awful. That is clear. Yeah, that's what Mikhail Tal said. Yeah, so you see, I know I would recommend you to read some books because I cannot tell all the contents of the books. Let's say I just tell the interesting stories. Let's say in the year about 1983, a person called me home and asked me, with whom of grandmasters who died would you like to play? Well, I thought a little bit and said, well, Capablanca, Keres, Marozzi. Well, the person who called, I knew him. He was the chairman of Parapsychological Society of Switzerland. So a week later, he called again and said, we could not find there, Capablanca and Keres. But Marozzi answered, it's your move. so I don't know. Well, everything could happen. You know, if somebody has found $100,000, they could make my game against Kasparov, for example, or somebody else. But they say they arranged the game with Marozzi, who died in the year 1954 in Budapest. They didn't ask me whether I believe into reincarnation or not. They just took me as a tool for experiment. Yeah. So we played, and the game is known, and it seems I won the game against Marozzi. Yeah, famous Marozzi. Yeah, there is. No, if you like what I'm telling, you know, that is, let's say, I had another interesting story. What I never wrote in my book because somebody protested. But I vouch for everything what I am telling you, what I will tell you. That's exactly what happened. I don't have a fantasy of a writer. I just tell what happened to me. So let's the following story. Tal is very bad. He started, well, he had already bad health in the year 1962. And during the Curacao tournament, he had to withdraw. But, presumably he had only one kidney from that time, and so on. And he was a heavy drinker, He drank like, it is unbelievable to tell you how. Okay. But there was a tournament in Barcelona in 1992, and it turned out to be his last tournament in his life. And he started it very well. He won a fantastic game against Lothier. But then it was obvious, well, his energy is leaking out, and he cannot play anymore. He offers a draw with white, and people normally accept it, and with black he is losing without fight. So it's coming to the last rounds. It is the pre-last round, and in this round, Tal already lost with black to Mikhail Gurevich, and so with black, yeah. And I play against Akopian with black, and I'm pawn down. So Akopyan is fighting for the first place in the tournament. For the first place in the tournament. And tomorrow, Tal is going to play Akopyan. And he comes during the game, during the round, he comes to Akopyan and offers him a draw. And Akopyan has a pawn, or is a pawn up against me. So he agrees to a draw with Tal. Well, some miracle happened. I managed to make a draw. Yeah, and the next very morning, Akopyan refuses to make a draw with Tal. I just tell you the story, but I didn't know it. Tal is sitting like he is dying. No, before the round, and I say, well, what happens? You play against Akopyan, just deteriorated Petrosyan, don't worry. Yeah. And he doesn't answer. And then there was a game with Sicilian with Bishop b5 check, and Tal perhaps his position was lost, but finally he turned the tables and he won the game. It turned out to be the very last serious game in Tal's life. So I tell the story to one grandmaster, and he says, look, when it was known there that it is the very last game of Tal, he had to play, and he had to win this game. Okay. Then I am talking to another grandmaster, and he says, well, when it was known there that this is the last game of Tal, well, he had to play and he had to win the game, but for that, you had to make a draw against Akopyan. That's what actually happened. Okay, I was telling just everything. Maybe you have some questions that I will answer. Yes, to the question.
Shall we first have a short break?
Sorry?
Short break?
What kind
A
of?
short break.
For a drink or something.
A short break to have some drink now.
No, we have break. We'll finish for tonight. Yeah. Well, we don't. Well, I don't know. Well, I would say, well, if people have questions, let's talk a little bit, quarter of an hour longer, and then we'll have soft drink or soft. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, you are born in the Soviet Union, in a beautiful town, St. Petersburg. You had your youth there, you have your friends there, your family lives there, and the political situation changed dramatically since 89, I think. Is there not a moment that you think, well, I go back to the Soviet Union, to my friends, to my family?
Well, just a moment. It's long story to answer. Let's say the average longevity of life of a man in the Soviet Union is 60 years. And when I left the Soviet Union, I made my life longer. It's one thing. And they with whom I was friendly, they are dying or they died already. So when I come back, I have nobody to talk with. That is the story. And from time to time, I visit fractures of the former Soviet Union. I was already, 16 years I was away. Then the first time I came in 1992. And so I visited Ukraine, Russia, Moldavia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Latvia, Estonia. So that well, and people greet me, well, in a certain way. I feel, you know, when it happened a long time ago, when they forced me, in fact, they forced me to go away, and the population did not say a word for my defense. And now, when they invite me, I feel that they, in a way, they apologize for being silent that time, 30 years ago or earlier. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
Do you like to go back?
Huh?
Do you like to go back and have your house?
Again, I've told you already that
Yeah, no,
I cannot go back. I'm talking here to you and to other people, and there I don't have mutual language. Look, let's say my best fans in general are people of my generation, because I show to them that, well, what they're capable to do still. Because well, for my 76 years, I hold it not bad. Well, even today, 6 hours simultaneous. It is not so bad, yeah. So I have nothing to do with that.
So I'm
That's all
very
it
glad
is.
that you like it here.
Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, well, I tell many stories. Let's say one of my great enemies was Tigran Petrosyan. And I don't know, in a way he was jealous about my talent, although he was also a talented person, and well, he spoke very good Russian, by the way, although his native language was Armenian or Georgian. Well, he was born in capital of Georgia, Tbilisi or Tiflis. Yeah, so it was strange, and well, with each year it became more and more hot. This our relationship. I've told you already of the plot in the year 1960, where Petrosyan was organizing against me something, well, in order not to allow me to become champion. But then with each year it has become more and more sharp. And well, finally it happened, the match of the year 1974 was stopped, because, well, we played till the 4 wins, and after 3 my wins, the score was 3-1 with 1 draw. At that moment, Petrosyan stopped the match, well, and complained that I behaved non-sportive way. On the other hand, it was him who behaved during chess play, behaved not quite gentlemanlike. Okay, so and when the match was over, he became my open enemy, and he went to work with Karpov, because my next match was to be with Karpov. With Karpov, they were not long time friendly. Well, he soon regretted that he started to work with him. And what happened later, when I finally defected, the dear God arranged this way, that in the next World Championship cycle, Petrosian had to play me, the very first, yeah, and had to play me. The least acceptable enemy, well, the least acceptable rival. Yeah, so that happened, and well, presumably he had a bad conscience. Well, he could not play with me anymore, although he was strong, maybe now stronger than before, because well, I had my problems to settle myself in the West. So I won that match, and the next World Championship cycle, again he had to play me in the very first round. That was Diego was arranging, and then he got well, seriously ill, and before his death, he found a person, my friend, to whom he apologized for everything what he has inflicted to me. That happened a couple of months before his death, and they told me about this talk. And when well, so then Petrosian died, and then they were organizing Petrosian's memorial, and it was Garry Kasparov who called me on the phone and invited me to play in that Petrosian's memorial. And I was ready. Well, since I knew about Petrosian, his behavior before the death, I was ready to play. And still, Kasparov once called me, and no more, against me, against my participation in Petrosian's memorial. Well, acted the son of Petrosian. Oh, okay, it was like in the Soviet Union. Petrosian was Tigran Vartanovich, and the son of Petrosian, Vartan Tigranovich, well, just vetoed my participation in the tournament. Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. He's a person of the past century. Well, yeah. So what can I say?